Good evening, sir.
Evening, sir.
Yeah, it is.
Sir.
Yeah, it's okay now. Okay then. Let's. Are you been familiar with grammar? Are you been familiar with grammar, synonyms, antonyms? How far, how long you have been gone? How far, how long you know you know those things? Can I have a recap? I mean, like, what the things you know, guys? Anyone? Have you been worked on
Yes, sir.
grammar? Mm-hmm. Anyone? Have you been worked on grammar, parajumbles, synonyms, antonyms? Have you been practicing all these days?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay then. Yeah, fine. Okay. Uh, let's start our session. And today, this is our first question. What he is asking is, a sentence is broken into following parts. Mark the option containing the correct sequence of these parts to get the complete sentence. Okay, it's like a just a sentence is fragmented, like it is break down into a fragments, and we have to combine these sentence. So when you observe a sentence, what's the first strike? I mean, what's the first observation you have to do? The first observation is subject verb agreement. I mean, whether the subject and the verb are connected together or else they are following together, and the object. This is the first observation we have to do when we are observed a sentence. So here in this sentence there is a three parts. Now where is the subject? See, in the first sentence we are it's like shy to say anything. Is there any subject, guys? Is there any subject here?
No.
Okay. Natasha thought he was cute. Here it is there any subject, guys? Let's be interactive. Why? Because as much as we interact we can learn many things. Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. So, fine. Okay, Natasha is a subject here. And then the verb. Thought is a verb. Natasha thought he was cute. So, the subject is coming at second sentence. So, second sentence. Natasha thought he was cute. She had shy to say anything. If the after the second sentence, I will add the first sentence. Natasha thought he was cute. Shy to say anything. I think something is missing between them. Something is missing between them. Natasha thought he was cute and shy to say anything. What is missing here? What is missing here? The thing is, but she, the pronoun is missing here. The pronoun is missing here. When you combine these three sentences in a logical order, 2, 3, 1. For example, Natasha thought he was cute, but she was too shy to say anything. Is this logical, guys? Is this logical?
Yes, sir. So, but in place of he, it should be she, no, sir.
Thought, yeah, actually, Natasha thought he was cute. I think she is pointing to someone else. Okay,
Okay, sir.
yeah, fine. Okay, I think is that fine? Is this thing is fine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. How many know about active and passive sentences? What is active and what is passive? Mm-hmm. What is active and what is passive? Okay, let me help you. Active to passive. So coming to active statement and passive statement both states the same. I mean, both the sentences have the same meaning, but the verb decides whether it is an active statement or else there is a passive statement. So whether it is an active voice or passive voice, it may be a statement, it may be a voice. Like Ram helps Hari. Here see this. Ram helps Hari. Hari is helped by Ram. Both the statements have the same meaning, but the thing is, helps is a verb, indicates that it is an active voice. Helped is a verb, it is indicating that it is a passive voice. Like Ram is a first person and Hari is a second person. Ram helps Hari. Here, the Hari is helped by Ram. I mean, the second person is coming first and then to the first person. This is a difference we can observe here. Like in second sentence, form verb shows that it is done to. I mean, like Hari is helped by Ram. In first sentence, you can see that the sentence one, the person denoted by the subject does something. Ram helps something. Like he is doing something to Hari, and here Hari is done by, like done by. I mean, when a sentence is followed by the preposition by, then it is in a passive voice. And coming to an example, let's take an example. Let's solve a question. I think you are clear with this point. Are you clear, guys? I mean, what is active voice and what is passive voice? Is there any abstractness in my uh, is there anything?
Audience, please unmute yourself and answer the QA of the question. Thank you.
Clear, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's move to the next thing. Here he told that, I mean, here we have to convert this into a passive voice. Okay, Jane is keeping my car tidy. Here you can observe Jane is a first person. My car, it may be a something person, is keeping my car tidy. This is an active voice. It is active voice, and we have to convert this into passive voice. Wherever, I will tell a small rule for you. Just a second. Wherever, I will type some rules for you. You can use somewhere. I mean, like I will type those things in a notepad. Yeah. And here you can see the note I have written here. See, is plus ing plus v1 form. Here it is keeping present continuous tense. Here what it is there is plus ing form, v1 form. It is a v1 form. I mean, like tenses. When you come to tenses, keeping, kept. This is a present continuous and past. The future thing. Now in order to convert active voice into passive voice, we have to do the small changes. The small change is nothing but whenever you observe this format of a sentence, now you have to change like is being plus v3 form, is being plus v3 form, where you can observe this thing. The whole thing is same, but you have to do is this thing, this small thing you have to change. See, where you can observe, by the structure, where you can observe this thing, and it should be followed by, as we discussed in a previous slide. Can I get an answer from the champs who are there in the meeting? Can I get, guys?
Is being kept.
Oh, nice. Is being kept. I mean, which option you are referring to?
Yes.
Fourth.
Oh, sorry. Nice. This is a correct answer. Why? Because see, here it is like present continuous tense, and we have to convert that into past continuous tense. Here, past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous along with a being form. Like my car is being kept tidy by John. I will write some rules. You can grab those. For example, if you wait a second, I will make little bit. Yeah, I think the font is good. Is that okay? My font is good.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, yeah, fine.
Yes, sir.
Example in
Yes, sir.
simple present tense. Let's make, sorry, yeah, it's fine. Simple present tense, and let's make a column tense, and here it is active voice, and here I'm going to write passive voice. Now simple present, just you can make down, or like I will send this, take, this is a present tense, you have to convert I am taken, and then takes one, yeah, takes. Now this is like is taken, like every time you have to convert that sentence, like it should be uh, said by a second person. For example, in a first sentence in active voice, the first person tells something to the second person, or he does something to the first person, second person. But in the passive voice, we have to write such a manner like the second person should, the first person should be followed by the second person, like second person, after that you have to write a first person. This should be a structure when you are writing a passive voice. Now you can write like am taking, and this will be converted into am are taken, are taken, and am being taken. Both the things are fine. Am being taken, yeah. This is a simple present tense, you can follow here. This is a simple present tense you can follow. And in present continuous tense, it is nothing but is being or are being form. In present continuous tense, whenever simple present continuous, I will write a shortcut, simple, or else I can write like this also, v1 plus ing form. Is that fine? I think you can follow v1 plus ing form. Are you familiar with these structures, guys? Is that fine? v1 plus ing
Yes,
form.
sir.
Okay, yeah. This is nothing but a simple present continuous. Okay, is taking. If I write is taking, here you can use like is being taken. I think we have observed an example as we discussed. If it is like are taking, then it will be like are being taken. I think you are getting the point, what we have to use, and what we have to use in active voice and what we have to use in a passive voice. Is this make sense, guys? Does this make sense? Be interactive, be interactive, be interactive. See, like now the present perfect tense.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Okay. I need this. I need this. Has taken, and this is like has taken. What you can expect here? It is like here in present continuous tense. I wrote is being. What is another form of being? Like another form of being is what? What is the another form of being? Like in future. Like in future.
Has.
Not. Okay, it's fine. What is about being? How can you convert being into future form?
Being.
Yeah, good. Has been. Superb. Has taken can be converted into has been taken. The same way, have taken can be converted into have been taken. Right? I think you can follow. Right?
Yes,
Have
sir.
taken, that can be converted into have been taken. Right? This is a way you can learn. The simple thing you can apply to every tense. Like if I wrote in a past tense, if I wrote in a past tense, just a second, అరే నా ఇక్కడ మాట్లాడదా పక్క వెళ్ళవా
Hitesh, you can continue.
Yeah. Just a second. Yeah, now it's fine. In past tense. In past tense, it will be like was taken or else was taken. Now, in past seconds, we can write also like it's took. Took can be converted into was taken or else was taking. If it is a singular, you can write was. If it is a plural, you can write were. Here also same. If it is a singular, am and is are, you can write a singular tense. When it comes to a plural tense, you can take are. The same thing you can follow here is when it is a simple like a simple past tense. In active voice, if you observe a simple past tense, the verb is followed by a simple past tense. Then in a passive voice, you have to write like was plus been form, like future taken. What is this? V3 form. Let's generalize things. V3 form. V3 form. The same thing here. Were taken. V3 form, but it's were. It's like, and I will also mention this as plural. Plural. And here it is singular. I think you are fine with this thing, right? In past continuous tense, I think you can write. I think you can write now. In past continuous tense, what can be the structure? Okay, I will write a verb. I will write a verb, and you write the passive verb further. Was taking. Okay, for this, you tell me now. You tell me now. Was taking. This is a simple past continuous tense. Now you have to tell a passive verb for me. Passive form of this was taking. What will be the structure? Yes, guys, you can.
Was being taken.
Oh, super. Nice. You are following, right? You are following, guys. You are following. Great. And if it is word taking, if it is word taking, what I can write here?
Were being taken.
Superb. You are doing great. You are doing great. The same thing you can do for past perfect tense. Like here we can generalize these things also. Like just a second. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, I will write like this. This is V2 plus was is singular plus it's like was taking is nothing but simple past tense, but simple past continuous tense. Simple past continuous, right? V2 plus ing form. I think it is fine. You can follow this. Yes, I will make little bit arrangement. The same thing there, but in this sentence here, it is nothing but a plural form. It is a plural form. The same thing you can apply to past perfect tense and also the future perfect tense. I think you got my points, right? Should I want to discuss all those things? I mean, like the future, simple past and simple future, and also the future continuous tense. There we will use the words like will, shall, would, should. These things we will use. These are the helping verbs we will use in the simple future tense. I think you got these things, right? Is this fine,
Yes,
guys?
sir.
Okay, I will move on to the next thing. I will share with this. I will share all these. Okay, now coming to a simple concept like direct to indirect speech. What you can tell, like what is direct speech and what is indirect speech? Direct speech is like it is said by a speaker. Like I am speaking. Like for example, I am speaking in this meeting. For example, I am speaking in this meeting. Uh, my brother or my sister has saw me and they told like he is being spoken. He is being spoken. For example, I am speaking is like that. Like for example, the speaker I am speaking. For example, who is writing a report, or else who is writing a report? Like for example, a newspaper report, or else a something for a college report or a school report. The people who will write the things. For example, a speaker tells a word, or else tells a sentence, or tells a statement. This will be written by a person. This will be written by a person. Just a second. I will make a slide. Yeah, it will be fine now. Yes. The direct speech. For example, I am a news reporter. I am telling that the sun rises in the east. Sun rises in the east, and a reporter followed by me. For example, A is a person who is a speaker, and B is a person who is a reporter. He has to write something in a newspaper, right? He has to write something in a newspaper. He will tell that A said that A said that the sun rises in the east. Why I didn't change the sentence the sun rises in the east? I think you know. I think you know why I didn't change the sentence the sun rises in the east in indirect speech. Can I get an answer from you? Can I get an answer from you guys? Mm-hmm. Can I get an answer why I didn't change the format of the sun rises in the east? Mm-hmm. Okay, let me
It's a
help you.
fact, no, sir.
Yes. Great, ma. Great. Yes, that's the thing. All the universal facts we should write whatever the direct speech, whatever the said by the speaker, the true words should be written in the reported speech or indirect speech. Like see, as per definition, we may quote his actual words. Like the speaker words is nothing but a direct speech. The person who writes the report, or else who writes a statement for someone else who is a second person, who is a person who the person who is seeing or listening to the speaker, he will write a report. That guy will write the same universal facts as it is. The same universal facts as it is. I repeat that, the same universal facts as it is. And the simple structure you can follow here is, for example, whenever a direct speech is in a form like simple present tense, it should be converted like simple past tense. When it is present continuous tense, it should be converted into past continuous tense. When it is a present perfect tense, it should be converted into a past perfect. Simply like, it's like a when from present to the past, from present to the past, from present to the past. A simple thing you can easily remember, and you can easily solve these questions. Is everyone fine with what is direct and indirect speech, guys? Is everyone fine? Shall we go to an example?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah. You look like a lawyer. I have to convert this into indirect speech. What can I do? Can I have an answer from you guys? Like for example, Ramya is a speaker. She told to Soumya that you look like a lawyer. Now you can use these names, Ramya and Soumya. Ramya is a speaker who is pointing to a Soumya, and she told that you look like a lawyer. What will be that? I mean, now she want to write a report. What will be the answer for this? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is the thing. She said that I look like a lawyer. She said that. I mean, like for example, uh, Ramya is pointing to Soumya, right? Soumya will say like that. Ramya said that I look like a lawyer. Soumya will tell that Ramya said that I look like a lawyer. Is this fine? Why? Because, for example, I will tell why these all other options are wrong. Here, see, is there any word like looked? Is there any word like looked?
No.
See, that is the major blunder. We can eliminate A and D options here. A and D options can be eliminated very easily. That is a blunder. Looked is not there. So then coming to had been looking a lawyer. Is this make any logical sense here? He said
No,
no.
sir.
Why? Because in a here it is completely present tense. Is there any present continuous tense, or else any past continuous tense, or etc.? Is there here it is there is no ing form, so we can remove option C also. So the right answer will be from option elimination. The B will be the right answer, right? I think it is fine for you. Is that okay? Should I explain again?
Clear, sir.
Okay, fine, ma. Yeah. And here comes a para jumble. See, here comes a para jumble. You have to arrange this in a logical order. Let's move on a little bit faster. Why? Because we have grabbed our pace. First sentence. In France, there once lived a poor shepherd whose name was Carl Smith. Here, while you are doing a para jumble, you have to go for subject verb agreement and also the pronoun and noun and pronouns, nouns and pronouns and subject verb agreement. That is a most important observation. First you have to do while you are seeing the sentences. If you want to arrange the things in logical order, first you have to look at the things like first you have to look at the things whether it is following a subject verb agreement, like whether a verb is followed by a subject and it is properly ordered. And second thing, you have to observe further. For example, in France there once lived a poor shepherd whose name was Carl Smith. In France there once, there you should observe. And then in second sentence, it was his business. Who is his? It was his business. You have to find for this thing who is his. Sometimes he had. Here it is again an ambiguity. Here an abstractness. His father. Now we will arrange this thing in a order. See, these are the options and you have to go through it. In a France there once lived a poor shepherd whose name was Carl Smith. This is a correct first sentence. Why? Because there is nothing else. I mean nothing else that is incomplete. In France, it is a country, and then once lived a poor shepherd whose name was Carl Smith. There is no he was, yeah, blah blah blah. Nothing else is there here, right? Guys, is that true? We can see no pronoun is present in the first sentence.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we can start with 1. So how many options are with 1? A and D with 1. So two options are eliminated. Coming to A and D, now we can see the logical order here. Again, you can see the logical order. For example, I go with A. 1, 3, 2, 4. For example, I see that after 1, I will go. Sometimes he had several hundreds of lambs to look after. See, is there any connection between 1 and 3? Is there any logical connection between 1 and 3? In France, once there was lived
No.
a poor shepherd. No, right? Yeah, good. Now I will go with D. Why? Because these options are eliminated. We started with 1, so I will go with 1, 4, 2, 3. See, in France there once lived a poor shepherd whose name was a Carl Smith. Then his father and grandfather, his father, who this his points to Carl Smith. Carl Smith is a guy. This his points to this man, Carl Smith. His father and grandfather and great grandfather have been shepherds. Now again I'll go to 2. It was his business. Whose business? This Carl Smith. Business to took care of sheep which belonged to the rich landlord by the Jamie Waters. Sometimes he had several hundreds of lambs to look after. See how these logically are connected. I think you got my point from where you have to start and what you have to observe and the flow how should be, right? And the tenses, you have to take care of the tenses also while doing these things. For example, in statement 1, if it is in a past, in statement 2, if it is in a present, or else in a statement 3, if it is in a future, you have to arrange them in a correct logical order, like past, present and future. The tenses should be like past, present and future. You have to take care of tenses. Like I will write a small note regarding this para jumble. Small note. Like first thing you have to observe nouns and pronouns. Nouns and pronouns you have to observe first thing. Next you have to observe sentence formation. And third thing, tenses. Whether all the tenses are perfectly matched or not. These are the most important observations you have to go through. Is that fine? Is that
Yes,
fine?
sir.
Okay, fine. Let's move on. Let's move on to next thing. Yeah. Now, uh, now the same thing. Now same the parajumble. Here see, you can observe that his mother had his mother. Whose mother? We have no clue who is this person, who is his. Now we will go for the we will I will search for the noun or else for the first person. Here Jim shared the food. Jim shared the food given with him friends. Here these both statements are completely abstract. It is not telling who is the person it is pointing to. This whole sentence is like it is pointing to the Jim. Let's see with the answer. It's 312. Why? Because this guy Jim is a first person, like Jim shared the food. Next, that his mother had given him with his friends, right? Is it making a sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine, thank you. Yeah, let's coming with a fill in the blanks with a word that creates a logical sentence. Dash, Sarah drives to cabin several times a year. She is often nervous about finding her way. Now close this fill in the blank. Just forget about this filling the blanks. Sarah drives to cabin several times a year. Like Sarah drives to cabin several times a year. Like she is traveling several times a year. She's often nervous about finding her way. I mean, like even though see the answer came out while you are repeating the sentence for two or three times. Even though Sarah drives to cabin several times a year, she is often nervous about finding her way. Even though or although, these both things you can use. I think you got right. What is the reason? When you got a fill in the blank, when you got a fill in the blank, just read that sentence. Just forget about the fill in the blank and you start reading that sentence two or three times. You will get the connection between these words. You will get a logical connection. Like although Sarah drives, like you can see that అంటే like just a small sentence I will tell in Telugu, like see although అంటే although Sarah drives to a cabin several times అంటే it's like ఎన్నిసార్లు లైక్ ఎన్నిసార్లు సారా డ్రైవ్ చేసినప్పటికి కూడా ఈస్ ఎ వర్డ్ దట్ లైక్ ఆల్దు. షీ ఈస్ ఆఫెన్ నర్వస్, లైక్ షీ ఈస్ ట్రావెలింగ్ సెవరల్ మెనీ టైమ్స్ బట్ షీ ఈస్ గెటింగ్ నర్వస్. That is a point we can point to this word although. But all these things besides, unless, nevertheless, these are all the things are completely false things, right? Have you got a connection, guys? This is making a logical sense. Is this making a logical sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, now, now another thing. Leela wasn't feeling well. Okay, I will keep this sentence in mind. She decided to stay home from work. Actually, this form not. This is a from work. She decided to stay home from work. Now, can you figure it out? Can you figure it out, guys? Which is the correct option? Leela wasn't feeling well. She decided to stay home from work.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, you are near.
Therefore,
Yes, exactly. It is therefore. Yes, it is therefore. Leela wasn't feeling well. Therefore, she decided to stay home. Meanwhile, like means the exact meaning of meanwhile. Just a second. Just a second. One second. One second, guys. It's like meanwhile is like on another side, like a normal. It is like an informal thing, like informal way or a little bit elaboration on another way. Meanwhile, అంటే అది కాకుండా or else మరోవైపు, like that we can tell. However, and anyway are completely different. however she decided to, however is a something, it is a word something, however you can use like when there is a proper reason. Here like I will just write in a notepad what is the reason for you. Actually, I wrote a reason for this. Just a second. Just a second. Just a second. Yeah. Seventh one, right? See. Therefore, the best. See. This is the thing we have to observe. Just, just a second. I will increase the font. See. Here the thing is, therefore best completes the sentence because it creates a cause and effect. Here we have a cause. Leela wasn't feeling well. This is a cause. This is a cause. And what is the effect? What is the effect because of this cause? She decided to stay home from work. Right? This is a cause and effect. When there is a relationship like there is a cause and there is an effect, you can write therefore. So therefore, because of this, therefore, like therefore, you can write this therefore. I think you got the point, right? Are you okay with that? Is this making a logic sense?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with the next question. Yeah. Can you answer this? Just make a try. Dash. He waited for the doctor to call him in. Call him in. Sam sat in the waiting room and read the newspaper. Dash. He
While.
waited. Exactly. It's correct. While. While he waited for a doctor to call him, Sam said, "So what?" It is completely illogical. So what is like, it is completely illogical. It doesn't suit even here. So what? So what is like, it is a completely informal way of dealing the word. And even if, and besides when, these things are completely illogical to this sentence. While you frame a sentence, or else, for example, when you want to fill the sentence with a word, you have to go with a logical structure. Logical structure. See, is completely like not only the grammar, but also a little bit common sense. Little bit common sense. You have to use a little bit common sense. While he waited for a doctor to call him in, Sam sat in a waiting room and read the newspaper. This is making a complete logical sense to this sentence, right? While is a word which is making a complete logical sense, right? Right, guys? Is
Yes,
that
sir.
fine,
Yes,
guys?
sir.
Okay, fine. Let's work with this. Choose the sentence that best combines the underlined sentences. Here it is like jumbled, or else something grammatical error. Something grammatical error is completely there in this sentence, and we have to arrange this in a correct way. We have to arrange this in a correct way. See, the airport is called the Glino Jetport. The airline reservations and travel systems refer to its location as a Brunswick, Georgia. Is there making any sense? Like these underlined sentences is making any sense? See, coming to the options. Coming to the option, like yeah, where the airport is called, first we have to observe for the subject verb agreement. What is the subject and what is the verb? The airport is called Glencoe Jetport. The airline reservations and travels systems refer to its location as a Brunswick and Giorgio. Now we will go to the options, like where the airport is called Glencoe Jetport. The airline reservations and travel systems refer to the location as a, I think here the where should not come here. Where the airport is called, where the airport, it is completely illogical. It is completely illogical. When you come to option B, but the airport, is there any logical sense behind this? But the airport, where the airport, but the airport is called. See here there is no subject verb agreement. but the airport. It is not at all it is not at all going through the subject verb agreement. When you come to these options, see, even though the airline reservations and travel systems refer to the location as a Bruceburg, Georgia, the airport is called Glencoe Airport. Is this making logical sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right? Yeah,
Sir.
Are you telling anything? Okay, this thing is answer. Why? Because here you can see where and when. This is completely like question mark. Where the airport, and this is like when the airport. This is completely like you are asking something. This is completely wrong. But the airport. Here you expressing a doubt or expressing something. But we need exactly the complete logical sense of a sentence. Here see, even though the airline reservations and travel systems refer to the location as Brunswick, Georgia, and airport is called Glencoe Jetport. Is called Glencoe Jetport. This is a thing we have to go through it. Okay, coming to the next sentence. Yeah, sorry. When making a chocolate torte, only the best ingredient should be used. Only the best ingredient should be used. This is an error in this sentence, and you have to select the finding. Like the correct thing you have to choose from these options. The correct thing you have to choose from these
You
options.
should use only the best ingredients.
You should use the best ingredients. Still anyone? Still anyone is? One guy told you should use only the best ingredients. And can you say the reason, guy? Can you see the reason? What's your name?
Balaji's.
Okay, Balaji, can you tell the reason why it is you should use only the best ingredients?
Because he's telling to him
Exactly.
when making a chocolate torte.
Yeah. In all the other things, there is no subject. Why? Because when making a chocolate torte, here no person is mentioned. Only the best ingredient should be used. Who? For whom he is telling, or for which person he is telling? Only the best. Only should have using only the best. The best ingredients. Here there is no person at all. There is no subject at all. For whom it is pointing? Like a sentence should point to a person. A sentence should point to a person, like subject and verb. Both the things should be there. All the other option can be eliminated because that there is no subject at all, right? Are you accept with my point, guys? Will you accept my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. You are pacing up. You are pacing up. Yep. This is the right answer. Now again a simple para jumble. Can you do this, guys, as a small exercise for this session? Just we are up with 4 questions. Are you okay with my pace, and are you okay with my what is that, with my language?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Am I good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Fine, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, let's do this. Let's order this. They fled to the higher ground. Who is they? The first error. Then soon the floods retired and villagers were able to return. Soon the floods retired. Why this thing happened? What is the reason the floods returned and villagers were able to return? The river overflowed its bank. It's little bit it's little bit equal to, which is near to the starting sentence, which is near to the starting sentence. Like, for example, again we come to here. The rain fell steadily for several days. Can we start with this, guys? Can we start with this? Sorry. The terrified villagers
Yes, sir.
abandoned their homes. So the starting should be D. Okay. Now coming to these options where we can eliminate both the options as CEBAD and EDBAC. Both options are eliminated. Now coming to DEBCA and DCBE. Now we go again. The rain fell steadily for several days. Now coming to E. The terrified villagers abandoned. Why the terrified? Is there any logical meaning? Like the rain fell steadily for several days and the villagers terrified up. For example, see, The rain fell steadily for several days. If the rain fell steadily, then why the villages will terrify? Is there any logical sense for DEBCA? Is there any logical
No,
sense for
sir.
DEBCA?
It's
No, right?
DCAB.
Yeah, it's DCAB. See now, the rain fell steadily for several days. The river overflowed its banks. Then the villagers, terrified, abandoned their homes. And then A, the fled to higher ground. Then soon the flood retreated and villagers were able to return. Now it is completely okay. Now it is completely okay. So the answer is option 3, right? Is that right? Yeah, it's fine. Let's go to next question. It is next, all these next the 3 questions are very easy, you can answer. Now this is nothing but a sentence, the grammatical error. The question is all about grammatical error. You have to find out the exact phrase or else a clause which suits here. The troposphere is the lowest layer of the Earth's atmosphere, comma, it extends from the ground level to an altitude of 7 to 10 miles. Here what he is telling, the troposphere is the lowest layer of the Earth's atmosphere. He is telling a fact. It is a fact. And atmosphere, it extends from ground level to an altitude of 7 to 10 miles. Can I have an answer? Can I have an answer?
Option D, sir.
Option D, atmosphere and extending to, it is still extending. Still it is extending. Like for example, Earth has been formed at some billions of years ago, and still it is extending.
No, sir. No,
Is
sir.
it making sense? Okay. You tried well. But the thing is, the answer is as it is. You have to write as it is. See, for example, atmosphere, it extends. Actually, I repeated option 2 times. One minute. Let's remove this E. Yeah. Actually, the answer is A. Why? Because atmosphere of which it extends. The word which should not come here. And extending, both the things are ing forms, like present continuous or else here actually the Earth has been formed some billions of years ago, so we should not use ing forms here, right? So we can eliminate both these options. And atmosphere of which it extends, what which, for why we are using this which, I mean this which is point to which sentence or else which verb or else which subject. So there is no thing which is connected to I mean there is nothing connected to this which word. So the option is A, right? Is it making a logical sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, you are doing very good. So it is nothing but a simple antonym you have to find out. Foremost, you have to find it an antonym. Read the word like hindmost, unimportant. You have to find opposite one. Antonym or opposite word. Disposed, matured, and prematured. What is the meaning of foremost? Anyone knows? Foremost. It is a foremost application of something. Like like mobile phone is a foremost application of electromagnetic fields. What foremost here telling? I mean, like, what is a foremost? You can guess the meaning. When you want to find an opposite word or a synonym, the first trick you have to grab that is use that word somewhere. Use that word somewhere. For example, you know the word meaning, and you have to find out the opposite word or synonym. Use the word with simple sentence. Like for example, I know the word foremost. I am using like uh, I will write the sentence here. I will make a sentence here. Oh, sorry. I will make a small sentence like mobile phone. Mobile phone is the foremost application of electromagnetics. What can I refer here? What this word is telling for me? Foremost. Like it's an important application. An important application. A mobile, a satellite. These are all the things are foremost applications of electromagnetic fields. So exactly. Super. You are doing great. So when you know a sentence, I mean, like when you are able to frame a sentence with the word he given, you can easily identify the opposite word. Is this thing is logical, guys? Is this thing is logical?
Yes, sir, clear.
Super. Next, the nearest meaning for Georgius. I think most the people know this word, right? What can be the nearest meaning? Like synonym. What might be the synonym? Out of refined, tasteful, elegant, dazzling. What will be the thing? Like
Dazzling.
superb. It's the true. Why? Because I will define the answers for remaining things. See, when you come to the word refined, it is like with impurities or unwanted elements. Refined oil. Is Georgius refined? Is like Georgius is related to refined. What we are refining here? Nothing. So tasteful. Is taste is relating to the appearance or something else? Is both these words are is relating to Georgius? Start with elimination. Then coming to elegant, extremely bright, especially so as to like blind us temporarily. Like these three things are not related to this word like Georgius. What might be thing? The only thing is dazzling. So just eliminate the options. No, not this. No, not this. No, not this. Yes, this. Like that. You go on eliminating the options. It will be very very easy thing while you are doing a objective question. Is this thing is logical? I think
Yes,
you
sir.
got this. Yep. The last and
Yes,
foremost,
sir.
last
Good, sir.
uniformity. What this thing will tell? Uniformity. Is it routine? Continuity? No. Why continuity is no? It is completely different. Why? Because I'm a like it's like a uniformity. It's like our uniform only. It is like normal. Like every day you have to come in that only. What is a every day you have to come? Like you have to maintain a
Routine.
not routine, a little bit nearer. Routine is
Stability,
like
sir.
making, yeah, what?
Stability.
No, I
Stable.
think only one option is remaining. Consistency. Uniformity is almost related to consistency. I will tell the reason for this. Just a minute. See, a sequence of actions. Routine is like a sequence of actions regularly followed. For example, when you are doing a routine actions, like it is like completely routine. For example, every day you do something and it is completely routine. And then continuity is like unbroken or consistent. Continuity is different, completely different from uniformity. And stability, the state of being stable. Then consistency. Then when you come to consistent behavior or a treatment, like there is a like it is like a, for example, the who are the people from electrical and electronics here? Is there people from electrical and
Sir,
electronics?
all are triple
Yes, sir.
branch.
We are, sir.
Super. So you can like DC signal, it is consistent, always stands at a single, like DC 12 volts. If you give 12 volts, it is always 12 volts. Uniform signal, it is a uniform signal. You cannot tell that continuity or routine or stable. When you remind this word, you will remember about DC signal.
So
That's it for today.
we can stable
That's
now,
it
sir.
for today. Is that is this session is good? What's your feedback, guys?
Yes, sir.
Just a second. Hello, Chiru. Chiru. ఇంకోస్ 20 minutes. అయ్యయ్యో. అవునా? సరే సరే అయితే ఓకే సరే. Yeah, guys, are you enjoyed the session? Is the session interesting?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any queries?
Sir.
Any doubts? Any queries? Whatever you can ask. Sorry, actually I forgot to introduce about myself. Myself, Hitesh. I completed my graduation in 2021 January. In June, and I am working as a program analyst trainee in Cognizant. Yeah, that's it about myself. Any queries, guys? Any queries? Hello? Any queries? Anything you have to ask? Whatever it might be. We are all
No, sir. All clear.
clear. No doubts about placements. No doubts about etc.
Okay. Sir, I thought like in the today's session, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah, you can ask anything. Even it is today's session also, okay. I will explain again. You can ask anything about placements and what are all the things, like you can ask anything. It's open for you now. My session is completed. Now it's for you. 10 minutes what blah blah will tell. I will listen and I will tell everything for you.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah, sure.
So in today's Capgemini examination, there is an elimination in gaming also, sir. Is there any elimination?
Elimination. Vamsi, are you there in the session? Vamsi?
Yeah, Hitesh. Chiru will explain that thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Chiru? Chiru, are you there?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah,
Hello?
it's for you, Chiru. The question is for you. They
Yeah.
are asking about Capgemini
Yeah.
elimination.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, who's that after the question?
No, myself,
Hello,
Vaishnavi.
I am audible, Hitesh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit
Come on.
voice is required.
Okay,
Your voice is low.
okay. Okay, yeah, Vaishnavi. So you are asking about elimination, right?
Yes, brother.
Okay. Yeah. So Capgemini follows step-by-step elimination method, right? They have different sections. Like they in this recruitment pattern, they have introduced 4 sections, like pseudocode, exam, English communication, and game-based aptitude, and finally behavioral test, right? In everything, what they have said that there will be a sectional cutoff for every section. They have to shortlist the candidates in every section. So they can make some other section in first, but they have kept pseudocode as the first section because many people fail in pseudocode, because pseudocode is a section which evaluates your logical sense, right? So most of the people will eliminate in this Sudoku section. You can also compare with your friends. Many people have been eliminated in this Sudoku section. Some few of them may be promoted to English ability. If they clear English ability, definitely they will be shortlisted for interview, because game-based round is very easy. It's completely a logical sense. Whatever you have been come across, like games like Candy Crush, Temple Run, same such type of games which measures your logical sense for certain time. Okay, you have to act accordingly with the time. So that is the round based on game based. And am I given correct answer for you, Vaishnavi?
Yes, brother. Like I have a doubt. Like we have the exam today only, and we have
Okay.
also completed. So after
Okay.
gaming, is there any elimination? Like
No.
So no elimination, direct interview, no?
Yeah. So the one who completed all the rounds, they will be selected for shortlisted for the interview. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Maybe from the last few years they have not shortlisted any people. Like if anyone completed those rounds, they didn't eliminated any people. But maybe happen if they have more number of people completed those rounds, it may happen. So it will all decided by recruitment team of Capgemini. So let us hope for the best. So 99% who have completed those rounds will be shortlisted for the interview, right?
Okay, now thank you.
Yeah. And as earlier we have said that the one who have cleared all the rounds, we will give support or we'll have a session for how to prepare for interviews, and we will also plan for mock interviews. And some of them texted us like, is there any cost or is it any money will be paid for that mentorship? No, it's completely free of cost. So you can also suggest your friends to enroll for this mock interview session who have cleared this round, right? So we will be completely free of cost. It will be completely free of cost. Okay, and the registration process and the Google form will be published in the Telegram group shortly. So the one who wants to take up that mock interview can register there, right?
Okay, brother. Sure.
Yeah. Just over to you.
Yep. Andy, is anything again? Like actually, I know about the processor like Wipro, Infosys, and Cognizant. Hmm. Do you have any doubts in those companies? Like any recruitment process within these
So
companies?
explain Wipro processor.
Wipro, yeah. In Wipro, actually, there will be first a written exam, which will be consisting of aptitude, reasoning questions, and then two C programming questions. Actually, when I have attempted for Wipro, yeah, there is a language exemption also, and two questions will be given at a coding round. This is the pattern of a Wipro exam. Then after that, uh, when you qualify the written examination, there will be two rounds again: the technical round and also the HR round. If you perform if you perform good, compared to Infosys and Cognizant, Wipro is very easy from my point of view. Why? Because the level of question he asked and level of thing he asked is little bit moderate or else very intermediate, like medium level compared to Infosys and Cognizant. If you are able to qualify the written exam, then it's like a cakewalk for your offer letter. You can easily crack.
Sir, but Wipro is only Java, no, sir.
Hmm. Actually, in NLTH, like there are two things there. Elite is one there. Like for higher packages, one exam is there. For that, they will ask Java. For 3.6 package, they will not ask Java. They will only go with C or Python.
Okay, in Wipro only.
Is there anything? And while, for example, majorly the HRLs, whatever the technical round, they will only they will test your logic. They will, and communication you should be very good. Like you have to speak fluently, and then you should speak like a friend with HR. You should speak like a friend with HR. Then that guy will give you, sure he will offer. The communication skill is most important while you are attempting for interview. Whatever it might be the company, the communication skill will plays a major role and a vital role in that. And remaining things will be take care if you are good at communication. And you have to open up. You should not be like introvert. Should be ambivert. Then
Sir, is there any questions like in Capgemini interview only for triple E students?
only for triple E students, Capgemini. Actually, I have not written Capgemini. Chiranjeevi will answer for you. Chiru?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Vaishnavi. Okay, don't worry. Tomorrow we'll have a session. We'll meet up and we'll discuss a lot on regarding on the interview tips and interview questions, how to answer for both CSC, Triple E, ECE, and more.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
most probably like depending upon a company they will ask, and even sometimes it depends upon HR also. If the HR in the software company is triple person, he will ask triple questions. If the guy is from software, he will ask software questions. Like that also it will be dependent. It is like a little bit of luck and a hard work when you go for interview. When you are very good at hard work, then the luck will come to you.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Then anything anything from your side? Still there are like 9 people in the meeting. Balaji, Sonia, is there any doubts for you guys?
No, sir.
No. Super. Are you enjoyed this session? Today's session?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Nice. Great. I will plan in weekends like the grammar, the grammatical part. Now we discussed only questions, right? I will take when the things are fine. Like I will take the classes on grammar, like indirect speech, direct speech. Only the 2 or 3 concepts for 1 hour, 2.5 hour, like one to 1.5 hour. I will take the session. We will discuss a little bit deeper.
okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Then
Sanket, I think we can end this session.
yeah. Okay, guys. Hope everyone will get be placed and with the flying colors. I wish you all the best for all the drives. Sure, you can do this. That's it. Just
Thank you, sir.
focus your energy on one simple thing. Whatever it might be, focus your energy. That's it. Whatever you do, focus the energy, that thing will manifest. Like you can see the change happening in that. That's it. If you want to crack something or if you want to achieve something, just focus your energy. Just focus your energy, not anything else. Your energy is most important thing in all the way. That's it. Focus your energy and it will manifest on a finite day. I think you know all about resonance. When the frequencies are same, you can resonate the same thing. When your thought process is equal to goal. For example, you set a goal, and your energy is equal to that goal. Sure, you will crack your goal. That's it. Simply focus your energy. Okay then. All the best, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Chiru.
Thank you, sir.
Okay then. Vamsi, shall we end?
Yeah, sure.
Bye.
Bye.